We are underway at Monza, and Valentino Rossi goes wheel to wheel with Philippe down to the first corner as Dan Harper decides to slot in behind Sheldon van der Linde. It's going to be a good start for van der Linde as they run through. Rossi's going to try and come around the outside into the Rettifilio. He will battle for the lead. He slots in a second place as the cars work their way through. There's contact. There's all sorts of pandemonium. We weren't sure if it was going to be a tough start, and it has been. One of the Get Speed Mercedes is out already.
Yeah, it's going to be a full course yellow very, very shortly, and then no doubt it'll follow by a safety car. So contact this time at the rear of the field, but two cars have had heavy damage. But look down, the dynamic Porsche getting almost sideswiped by the Lamborghini as they come down in the chicane, the Rogier chicane, and it's all going a bit mad behind the lead two cars.
Look at the car that's in third. That's the Almanar Mercedes, has stormed right up to third position. What a start from Maro Engel. All the way up into third position, chasing down the BMWs of Philippe and Valentino Rossi. We have yellow flags in sector one, of course, but we have at least two cars, one on either side of the run to the Rettifilio in the barriers, one out of the race for definite, one struggling to get going, but it's Rossi, Engel and van der Linde. Safety car. Let's have a look again over the top of the cars and look in the background. It's all quite tightly congested anyway, but there are the two cars going off, the Mercedes and the Ferrari, and they bounce across each barrier.
What I would like to see is actually how did Maro Engel get past Sheldon van der Linde, because at that point there he came through and out of the chicane and he was still behind.
Out of the final turn, and it looks like the number 98, Philippe has already bolted.
But watch behind Maro Engel as the driver who will have been hopefully watching, reading it as best he can. He's going to try and use the slipstream coming down on the start-finish straight. And, well, I'll tell you, the pace the BMW has got is not doing any favours to the pace of the Mercedes-AMG GT3. Maro Engel flashing the lights, trying to distract. Valentino Rossi gets up pretty close on the entry, but not close enough. Next opportunity for Engel will be into the Rogier chicane, which is another... Oh, and just people sort of launching like unguided missiles, just launch themselves down into the chicane.
Now there is the 63 Lamborghini in the background there, the Jordan Pepper car, under pressure from Simon Gachet into Parabolica. They're going to try and work their way forward. There is the Ferrari 296, the leading car there. That is Rivera in the number 51. They are currently 17th and 22nd, those two cars. As up the inside comes the number 12, gone to you, Audi. That is Hutchison getting the move there on Malikin.
Good move, a courageous move down the inside. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, because it means you're on that narrow entry into Parabolic or Alberto curve. It restricts then your ability to get off that curve quicker than the car you've just overtaken. The undercut is always available, but this time Hutchinson has done a good enough job to consolidate his overtake and move forward.
Christian Engelhardt trying to take on Jordan Pepper as well as they move forward. I think Simon Gachet has got through. Yes, he has. And watching the background, that's the McLaren. Oh, and a spin. That is Rolf Heineken. Heineken in the Lamborghini has beached it on the way through. He's beached it into the Rettifilio.
Now, was that a driver error or did he get a bit of assistance? That's something, again, maybe we'll get a little glimpse of it later, because, oh, the front tire on the Audi, has that been a tire cut down? And that's the car Lorenzo Patrese. Is that a brake lock or a tire? Certainly smoke off that left front, and I think it's maybe a cut down tire.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's one of the Lamborghinis stopped out on the circuit as well. That's Kevin Burlow. So he was the one that was with Rolf Heineken as they went through to the Rettifilios.
Full course yellow now.
Here we go, full course yellow on the circuit. That is for the latest incident. And what did we say about, incidents breeding incidents? Unfortunately, we have got ourselves a full course yellow rather than a safety car, of course.
Oh, there we are.
Goodness.
Hop, skip and a jump. But one Audi goes over the front of the Lamborghini, another one hits the rear of the car. So he's punchboard and countersunk by the two Audis.
So Patrese pitched him into a spin, but one of the Audis actually hit him in relation to that, so that he had to get out of the way of it. And in getting out of the way, he opened up the steering angle a bit.
Safety car in this lap.
Right, here we go. Sheldon van der Linde looks like he's going to make an attack on Maro Engel into the first corner here. He's already shaping him up as Philippe leads, Valentino Rossi in second, then Engel versus van der Linde. Watch for van der Linde. He's going to try and go around the outside, and Valentino Rossi's left is braking very early. Maro Engel going to go sweep around the outside, and they bang doors. Valentino Rossi trying to hold it round the outside, holds it into third position, but Maro Engel, a force of nature, not to be fought against. Now, behind the top five, sixth position is Fred Vervish, and an incident has been noted by the officials, a car gaining position by cutting the chicane. Now this is a good little battle further back. The McLarens are going door to door. This is Fang and Brent, and they've also got the Lamborghini in the mix there. That is the 63 of Jordan Pepper.
I mean, that is door-to-door racing at high speed. And you can do the Audi and the Lamborghini coming side by side. Audi has got the advantage at the moment because it's on the inside coming down into, but it'll all change because braking on the inside, you've got to brake that a little bit earlier, and the McLaren has now gained that position. Audi tries to go back around the outside, but McLaren just about manages to retain the position and takes it away.
Oh, big stop there for the Comptiou Audi coming into the pits. That was a big slide for Vervish.
Yeah, well, he had to get on the brakes big time because he was going way too quick, and that would have been a penalty.
Well, now they're having a look at the left rear quarter of Vervish's Audi. I think they've got damage to that car somehow. Look at that. He's really struggling to get that car into the pits. He almost catches the McLaren.
Well, he got sideswiped almost. You can see that left rear. I mean, the wheel has stayed in touch.
Oh, big accident at the Rettifilio.
Sure.
That is the Ivan Giacomo car, isn't it? The 24. It's Lidvala who is at the wheel, but that's gone in hard. Let's have a look at what happened then at the first corner.
Oh, contact. Oh, and that was a big hit. A hit actually at a marshal's post. Look at the damage to the front of the car, but more importantly, when the car turned sharp left, was actually at a flag marshalling post. I saw the marshal diving as he saw the car coming to fall down, and that was a heavy impact. And he still hasn't found a way. I thought he might have been able to give the McLaren a bit of a harder time, but he's realising that the straight line pace that the McLaren has got.
Did Rossi overshoot? I think Rossi may have overshot a little bit there into the Rettifilio, and that could give Sheldon van der Linde the chance to leapfrog him as we look briefly. Yeah, he's out!
Problem.
He's out!
Not yet. He's going again.
He had a problem on the way out.
Whatever he did, that was either a mechanical problem, I doubt, more likely a driver error, which I would like to see the replay of before I completely crucify him.
Here he comes.
So he's staying close all the way down to keep Sheldon van der Linde. Just doesn't get the car slowed down enough. And then he makes the sin of going across the curbing and then misses past him. He's out of gear. He's having to pull gears. Look, he's pulling gears. And he's basically, the engine's almost on sort of limp hold mode. What's going on? He's thinking, well, am I going to get this car rolling again? So that was, once it started to go wrong, panic station set in for Valentino Rossi. Here he comes, so he is into the pit lane now. Slow the car down. That's it. WRT will.
Oh, he's angry.
Yeah, well, it should be. He made an error. But don't release the buckle. You can undo the shoulder straps. If you release the buckle before you come to a pit stop, that's another penalty. So I don't know what he was doing. His hand looked to me to be quite low. I hope he didn't release the safety belt buckle. Just release the shoulder strap to enable him. So there he is now. He does it now. So out Valentino gets.
Well, for those who are a little bit critical potentially of the first stint for Valentino Rossi, I can tell you that in the first stint, the fastest lap of the race was set by Valentino Rossi. Into the pits comes van der Linde, Pereira, Engelhardt, Pepper and Feller. So that is the BMW, the Lamborghini, the Porsche, the Lamborghini and the Audi, and also in his Maxi God. So Sheldon van der Linde getting out. What a great opening stint for him.
Yeah, an excellent drive. I mean, both from Philippe Eng and Sheldon van der Linde, and from Dan Harper, for that matter, behind. And in reality, you should be prepared.
Oh no, there's a puncture! A puncture for the 46! I don't believe it! It's gone from bad to worse for the Valentino Rossi crew.
And it's the same corner that we saw Valentino. Now, I don't understand why that. Is it ironic? Is it fate? Whatever it is, something on that left rear corner was a problem for Rossi because the car was getting unstable at the rear. Now we've got a tire totally flattened, and whether that's because he maybe ran over some carbon fibre or whether it's another issue we can't anticipate, but that is, I hate to use the term or the word disaster, but it is going from bad to worse.
Now here comes Sandy Mitchell, trying again. He's going to try and dive in. Oh, that's not going to work.
And that forced Boguslawski to go the long way around, but he comes back out and almost not even steep. Now I'll be interested, not only losing one position, he's lost two positions, so that'll be Andrea Caldarelli. He'll have that again, easy overtake, so he'll be thinking, now I'm going to find a way past Sandy Mitchell. But look up the inside.
Ooh, I think there was contact.
So Fabian Schiller, it's been like a punchboard and countersunk as we go back to our race leader and second place, Charles Vitz.
Charles Vitz, he is catching. He is absolutely eating into the lead that Marco Wittmann had built up. So they are definitely starting to gain some ground on the Rowe BMW.
Look at this battle coming down into the chicane. How do you get 5 cars in and get 5 more money? How do you get 5 cars out?
Oh,
And Dames are on the outside, and they're going to be given a bit of a contact between the Audi and the Porsche. Look at the rear, left rear. That's bodywork rub on the tyre, and that will not last very long before that tyre gets cut down.
indeed, no. So there he goes. Yeah, you were right, John. You called it.
I don't like to be right all the time, but it feels good when I am right.
Oh dear, not gone well at all for the Audi at the back of this little train.
Oh, look at Boguslawski, and I mean, just behind Dennis Marshall and Fabien Schiller.
Oh no!
Well, unfortunately for Marshall, he had to check up because Boguslawski checked up, and Schiller, who really was trying to push forward, had really nowhere to go. So that was an unfortunate contact. It has damaged around the front of that 777 Mercedes. So the contact may hurt the Mercedes ultimately more than it's going to hurt the Audi. Marshall looking to find a way round. He's going to go the long way round. Can he get alongside Boguslawski? Well, I wonder what the stewards or the race director will make of that. No, beast. Oh, come on. Damage to the right rear. Damage to the right rear on the Mercedes. A big cloud of blue smoke has just come off. And there it is. Bodywork rubbing on the right rear of the Mercedes as a result of the contact because of what Boguslawski brought that upon himself.
Well, unfortunately, Jules and Raphael back in pit lane are going to be quite annoyed about that as well.
Understandably, Boguslawski moved aggressively to prevent Christopher Mies going through, and immediately the contact occurred, the blue smoke came. Oh dear, oh, I've got to pull whatever hair in my head I've got left.
I think I just saw something come off the Audi of Christopher Mies. Either that or he just kicked some debris off to the side.
There may be, but Boguslawski needs to get into the pits. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do by staying out.
Why is he still going?
Well, I don't know.
So Timo Boguslawski really causing a headache here.
Look, now he's pulling over now. He should have pulled into the pits.
No, it's game over.
It's
game over.
Come on, you guys. What are you doing? You should have gone straight into the pit lane.
Well, it looks like it's game over for the 88 car. He had a golden opportunity to get it into the pits, and he's missed the entry to the pit lane.
And the right rear now looks like it's totally cut down.
And this is where it all went wrong for Boguslawski.
Yeah, look, he just drove straight across the track, and the left front of the Audi clipped the right rear of the Mercedes, and instantly, you see the problem. Wait. I'm slamming my pen on the desk. I'm so exasperated by that. That was a dumb move.
Oh dear, Christopher Mies just doing what a racing driver would do. We've got the Audis battling wheel to wheel again.
Yeah, and didn't quite get it done, but the intent is there. Again, looking to find a way around. Clearly, Christopher Mies has got the performance and he's got the grip and the drive off the first chicane. Will he be able to find the space to move? Dennis Marshall's giving him room, enough room, but look, he's got the pace, he's got the drive, and he's made the pass. But well, what will Marshall do? Will he try and come back? Well, that's going to be shut off by Christopher Mies. He knows he's worked hard to get that position, and he worked it out absolutely to perfection.
We'll go back out. Here's the leader.
They haven't seen him for a long time. And his lead is now 5.3 seconds.
Oh, he's made a mistake. Oh, dear.
Well, Marco Wittmann, what are you doing that for?
That's a wake-up call. And in comes Charles Weerts. They blink first.
Indeed. I suspect the next lap we'll see our race leader in, so this will be crucial. This pit stop will be absolutely crucial to measure the time that the WRT team take. Coming in now as our race leader.
So Marco Wittmann brings the Rowe BMW into the pits. Stop. That's perfect. There you go. That's how to do that. Coming off the parabolica down the straight and nailing the pit stop limiter line. As into the pits comes Jonathan Hoy, and he will hand the Sky Tempesta McLaren over.
So there's the BMW just coming onto the straight, and there is our race leader regaining the straight. So the gap maybe not as much as I anticipated, around about 5 to 6 seconds. Oh, battle coming out of the pit for the two.
They've done that mistake in the pit lane.
A rear tyre.
The K-Pax Lamborghini, they've messed up the pit stop.
It's a rear or left front?
It's left front. Oh my goodness. Another contender to try and take the win off the BMWs has faltered.
So what has gone wrong? Is it the tyre cut down, or is it the tyre is loose? That hasn't been seated. Looks like the tyre, the wheel hasn't been seated properly at the point when the gun went on. Dries Van Voor is it. That's a problem. It is a problem. We've been predicting it, the gap. Well, it's 11 seconds, but that's because he's had to come into the pits, and it looks like it was the left front tyre. It
slow puncture, maybe.
It may have been a deflating tyre. Could be the only thing I can imagine. Slowly deflating. Something's maybe he's picked up something in the tower. But maybe also when you hammer the curbing, you can also damage the tower. Whatever it is, that is race over in real terms for the WRT entry. Just looking at the surface, there are marks on the surface of the tower.
Yeah, I think it's a slow puncture.
Well, I said that was my call, wasn't it?
It was indeed, John. Yeah, you were right. Well, there is Nick Yellerly, now 14.8 seconds clear of the sister car. It is a Rove 1-2, exactly what the doctor ordered. Well, this is going to be interesting as here comes Enrique Chavez once again going wheel to wheel with Arjun Mayani. They're almost banging doors as they go under the Montenapolis banking into the Valiante Ascari, and Arjun Mayani holding on the inside line. Chavez trying to hold him around the outside, and then bang wheels, and off goes the McLaren, almost into the path of the sister car. Oh, that's a problem for the leading Pro-Am car. But they've managed to get away with that, I think.
They have. They've gotten away with it. A small error, but consolidated sufficiently to keep the motor running, get back into first gear, and set off. So no damage. Watch and see. Just under braking. Did he hit the? Oh, he got
hit by the Ferrari
goodness, was that
Bertolini.
Bertolini? Yes, it was. I mean, Andrea Bertolini. That's not normally something you'd imagine. But that was why the BMW went backwards into the grass.
I think there is damage to that BMW. Look how quickly Dennis Lindy's catching the BMW. Out of the final turn, down the home stretch. It's a Rove BMW victory for Wittmann, Eng and Yellerly. What a start to the season
checkered flag,
for
checkered flag.
BMW at Monza. What a way to start the season. There's the sister car. A brilliant run indeed from Harper, Verhagen and Max Hesse. What a terrific 1-2 for Rove. And who is going to get third? It will be Bortolotti. He will hang on in front of Niederhauser in the Santalok Audi. So the Lamborghini from Iron Links will get the podium. Results in full. It's a Rove BMW 1-2 for the number 98 and the 998. The Iron Links Lamborghini coming through to the podium ahead of the Audis of Santalok Junior and Trezor Orange 1. The WRT BMW coming home in 6th position further back, and the leading car in the gold category, the ComTU Racing Audi, coming home in 7th ahead of the leading Ferrari. Frustrations for them, but they did bring their car home into the top 10 at least. It was a great battle all the way throughout. The winning car in bronze coming home in 15th position in the end. And we had some truly sensational battles all the way through. An incredible battle and a fantastic duel as the cars gave us so much excitement right the way to the end. So the Rove Racing crew in 1st and 2nd, they soak up the spoils in fantastic fashion. A BMW 1-2, Lamborghini in 3rd position, but the Audi crew from Santalok Junior and Trezor Orange 1 were not far behind. This is going to be a sizzling season in 2023. Roll on Brands Hatch for the sprints. It really is going to be a brilliant year at the racetrack.